Okay. Happy Wine Wednesday.
Happy Wine Wednesday. Cheers, my
Cheers.
friend. Nothing beats a good Pinot Noir.
Yeah. I go for the white, and I like the sweet stuffs, but you know.
I'm all about the reds. And today's bottle is Sedaris, which is over in Cornelius. It's one of my newer favorite wineries.
Nice.
It's a beautiful place. If you've never been there, you really should go there.
That's awesome. And this is Sylvan Ridge. I like it just because it's sweet, a little sparkly. It's good.
Fabulous. Well, we are coming to you live from 2708 Strasburg Drive in Forest Grove. It is a fabulous house. It's a little over 2,300 square feet. It's got 4 bedrooms, a den, a bonus room, and the bonus room has a closet, so technically it's 5 bedrooms. It's an amazing house. I have seen this house change hands through so many years. It's in the Arbor Rose neighborhood subdivision in Forest Grove, which is right down from Forestgale Heights area. It is one of the only other neighborhoods that is not part of homeowners association. We did have a homeowners association. Probably 10 years ago is when we disbanded it. We got rid of it because it really wasn't doing anything. You know, so it was just one of those things. I mean, I love this neighborhood. My first house in 1994 is 1 block over, and then I watched this entire subdivision develop. And
That's awesome.
It was amazing to see how quickly houses go up and how much dirt they bring in to build up the ground. It was fun. It was fun to watch and experience the whole thing and to see everything, and then to actually now live over here on this side. So I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. And when they say, you know, neighborhood expert, I mean, that really is a testament to, you know, you've been here since 94. That's awesome.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned this house. Not only has it had some change in ownership, but you've been the one that has sold the house. How many times now?
Oh my gosh. So I never knew the original owner. Now, the original owner took the bonus room down to the floor and rebuilt it. So it's the only house in this entire subdivision that does not have any dormers on the bonus room. It's actually higher ceilings. So they sold it to a really fabulous person. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to say her name, Elizabeth. I met her through Creative Memories back in the days when we were scrapbooking.
Right.
We would come over here and do scrapbooking. And she was an amazing person. And then she moved to England because that's where she was from. So, yeah. And then we sold it to, gosh, I can't even remember her name, but she's still in the neighborhood. And then I represented the buyers when she had it. And then I helped them sell it because they were downsizing. And then this family bought it. And now I helped them sell it because they are upsizing into a farm. So it's,
awesome.
You know, I've watched this house change hands many times, and I have been a part of it almost every single time, other than the very first.
Right.
First
And over 29 years,
Yeah.
you know, this has been a development that has really grown, and, you know, families as they grow out of the home or downsize, it makes sense that the home has changed hands a few times.
It does, because
Yeah.
you want to grow into your home, or you want to downsize from your home. So, and that's usually the reason why people move. It's because they need to either increase the size of their house for their increase in family size, or, you know, they're downsizing. So because the kids are moving away and going off to college, and they're starting their own careers and their own lives, and you don't need as much house.
Yeah.
So it's pretty neat. A little known fact about this house. So it's an arbor home. This entire subdivision, of course, it's all arbor homes. But at the time, in the 90s, the late 90s, because this house was built in 1999, it has CPVC, which most of us know at that time was very fragile, and a lot of them started breaking. And you kind of want to be, you know, you kind of were nervous if you sat down on the toilet, excuse me, but you're like, please don't break. I've seen several houses, people coming out having to turn off their water because their plumbing broke. Well, they started thinking that they were going to have a leak, but they knew eventually they were going to have to, sell the house and eventually change. they had this entire house replumbed.
Wow.
All of it.
Yeah.
Completely replumbed, so you don't have to worry about it. It's got that new, it's called FISBO. So it's kind of like a hose, and it just bends and curves and does all kinds of things, and it's almost like indestructible. So in this subdivision, this home, because a lot of us are, I'm one of them, I still have to replace all the plumbing in my bathrooms. And every time I sit down, I'm like, please just hold up this time.
That would be a sad surprise.
Right? Exactly. But this one has all new plumbing. They put in a brand new gas line for their furnace. They put in a new furnace. They put in a new AC unit, and they put in, new appliances, brand new appliances. So they also have a brand new roof. So the new roof went in last year. The exterior has just been painted. So all the big ticket items are done. And that's a huge thing, because as a buyer, you don't want to go into a home and knowing that you're going to have to drop $30,000 on a roof,
Right.
$15,000 on plumbing, $10,000 to $15,000 on appliances, depending on what your appliances, what you like and what you don't like. Things like that, it gets to be expensive.
Well, and they've done all the things,
They've
so
done
that's good.
all of it. So yeah, because of the age of the house, you kind of have to do those things. You got to stay on top of it.
Right.
So, and they were really good about staying on top of it.
Awesome. All right. And right now with the market, we talk about interest rates, and we've seen things go to new highs. And I say new highs relative, because although we're in the sevens now, interest rates over historical have been even into the teens. But, there are some great options to be able to do some things to buy down the interest rate. You had mentioned that they're interested in potentially offering a buy down.
Yes.
Okay.
They would love for a wonderful family, new homeowners to come in, and they understand that the interest rate's outrageously crazy, because they were really heartbroken when they decided to leave their low interest rate,
Right.
and take on that higher interest rate, but they couldn't miss the opportunity of owning a small little farm.
Right.
So they are willing to pay or do and help the new buyers with a buy down.
All right.
Which is huge, because that's sometimes more than closing cost fees. So if you're looking at closing costs or the buy down, gosh, I would go with the buy down almost any day, because
you can actually use it again. So we'll go over a buy down. Let me show you the breakdown of how that works. In this example, the seller subsidizes your monthly payments, so it allows you to have a $777 lower payment the first year and a $397 lower payment the second year, which allows you to not have to wait for the rate. So on the buy down, as we discussed, some of the things that are a great thing about that is you can actually credit whatever's left over. So, we all think interest rates are coming down. We just don't know when.
Right.
And so this actually helps buy that time frame to allow you to have the lower rate today and take advantage of it, and allow you to use what's ever left over when you do refinance to credit it towards the loan balance, essentially funding your refinance. So a great opportunity.
It is.
Yeah.
And we've done those before, and it's a seamless process. It's really easy. And you are great at educating the buyers on it. So I love, presenting that idea to new buyers and even to the sellers, because they're like, oh, well, that's better than giving a credit towards closing costs, or giving a credit towards flooring, or giving a credit towards whatever, or just reducing the price.
Right.
Let's give them something
that they can actually use. Yeah,
exactly. It's much better than like a home warranty.
Right. So in this scenario, this is a great house. I love how it overlooks the mountains here, and it has such great outdoor space. Down here, the grass area, the covered porch down below is amazing, with the wood overhead. It's just a great opportunity to have outdoor living.
It is the only house in this neighborhood that has the upper deck. And that was the third owner that put this upper deck in. Okay. So, none of the other houses in this neighborhood have this. And it's amazing, because you just doubled your outdoor living space.
Right.
Tremendously. And you really, with the privacy fencing up here, you can just sit out here and have your coffee or your tea or your wine.
Or your wine.
And just enjoy the peace and quiet, read a book, you know, play some music or just, you know, watch the birds. So
Yeah.
it's fabulous. It's a great space.
Awesome. All right. So if you're interested in hearing about this house at 2708 Strasburg Road, Strasburg Drive.
Strasburg Drive.
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you. Here in Forest Grove, contact Tanya Peterson.
At 503-260-2164, or else you can click on the link below in my bio or even on Dawn's bio, and all of our information is right there. So we would
Excellent.
love to answer any kind of questions, or I would love to show you the home.
Wonderful. And I'm Dawn Robbins with Nations Lending. And if you click on the link below, you can actually get to our home bot. If you want to see how you're doing in this neighborhood, you can actually get a valuation on your home. And if you want a more specific valuation, Tanya, you can zap that
I
together.
would be happy to come by, take a quick look, and let you know what's going on with your home.
Excellent. All right. Well, cheers to this.
Cheers.
All right.
Happy Wine Wednesday.
Happy Wine Wednesday.
Bye.
Bye.